There we go. Hello, we're back. We're back. See, that wasn't too long, was it? I literally had to go get a Band-Aid too because when I was doing the glue gun there, guess what? I burnt my finger. And because I burnt my finger, I didn't want it to go all over the place. So videos, let me see if I can find you. Here we are. All right, there we go. Okay, so recap. Modified mini angel ball. These come from, you can get them from Wreaths by Connie M. That's her Etsy shop. And we've already threaded through the zip ties. So whether you use a 5, 6, 8, or 10 inch zip tie, it's up to you, okay? Hello, my friend. So I've already pre-started, I put all the zip ties in, and we were going ahead and doing this till we needed to stop because I needed to get a Band-Aid. And because Facebook would have kicked me off in a little bit of time because we were on the other one long. Facebook doesn't like you on longer than so many hours, you know. So we're just going to pull these down a little bit here. And then we're going to go to our next project. See, all these things about bringing in the camera. We'll just do it. Hey, hey, hey. All right. So we're going to go all the way up. And I'll go through it again. Remember we said the outside's going to be 1. We're going to cut everything together. I didn't cut anything. There's no prep or anything for this. Or I didn't prep it for, because we're going to do it all together so you can see it from scratch. So, and these are where the wings are going to go. So see, all these are going, whoops, let me flip it back over. All these are going one direction. And then up here where the wings go, they go the opposite kind of way. They go vertical instead of horizontal. Because, whoops, I almost put the wrong tie in with the wrong zip tie. That would have been sad. Sad, I tell you. All right. So let's get this baby going. All right. So now all my zip ties are kind of like that. I don't have one of them little fancy guns that Tony has where you can go ahead and cut it. It cuts it a certain way. I don't have that. Now I debated which ones to do. Which one? I think I'm going to do it in red with white going down the side. So then that way maybe this will work. That Christmas ball. Oops. 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 Now when I cut my ribbon on the other ones, I cut it, it's not 9 inches, but I cut it at 10 inches. It's really up to you, you know, I guess. But because I was using the other one with the cardinal, that was the reason why I went that long, because I was trying to get the cardinal in there. But I like it, you know, at the 10 inches. Yeah, the 10 inches. So we got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 26. Okay, because my board is backwards. So we're just going to cut, I don't know how many I cut. Let's see. We're just going to cut a bunch of these. And then I think it's like 8. Connie's on. Right, Connie? Hello. My GF is here. What did I say? 26? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So there, I know there's 3 on the bottom. Then there goes 2. I think it's 8. Again, I'm new at doing this. And this is just, oh gosh, now it's sticking. I got a Paw Patrol Band-Aid on too. Between my wrist and now my thumb. I'm just a mess today, y'all. I am just a mess. All right, we're going to stop there because I don't know how many I made. And so we're going to do it. For me, you can do this however way you want. Yes, please, y'all, please, please, please do that. Okay? The LSF, because I love having people here. All right, I'm up to 4,650 followers. I would love to hit that big old 5 on it. I did 10 on these. And Connie was saying 8. Or was she talking to somebody? But I like that. That's me. You could do it however long you want it to come down, you know, on the bottom. I did them at 9. And I'm doing it on that center one first. I'm leaving the outside one. Let me get that out of the way. Hopefully you can see this. And I'm just going to pull this as tight as I can. Now, when you make sure when you do it, whoops, let me go up here. This little boxy thing, once I pull it tight, I'm going to make sure it lays flat up against the board. Oh, thank you. Please, yes, please bless me. Float my boat, sprinkle the love, all the above. I will pull it as flat as I can up against the board. Pull it tight. And again, here goes the wrist. So I don't have fancy dancy things. And I just want it laying down like that. Do you have to do that? No, this is just a me thing. And then I'll go back and I'll make sure that my ribbon too is how I want it laid out. I think it's going to look cute like this. I think it will. Oh, well, welcome. And thank you for accepting invitations. Yay! Yes, you guys. Have your jolly friends come and visit because I love it. Oh, is it 8? I thought it was 8, but I wasn't sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's 8 on the side and 8 in the middle. See that? That's why you have the teacher teaching the student. I cut these at 9. What did I say? 10 inches? Yes, 10 inches. Could you do it at 9 inches? Yes. I just chose to do it at 10 inches. So depending, and that's what I did. I wanted to make sure, now this is me, I don't know if this is technically how you do it. I wanted to make sure this was up as close as I could to covering the board in between. So that's why I went with the 10 inches so that this was up, you know, close to the zip ties as far as that goes. All right, so all I'm doing is I'm just scrunching it together. Now what I try to do is the edge here, I don't want it folding up, so I'm trying to make sure it folds down on the edges there. And then you got to make sure, so I lay it flat to make sure it's, whoops, let me move it up so that they're even here. Because you don't want one, you know, coming down there. And then I zip tie that baby. There we go. Oh, good God, my wrist. All right. And then what I'd like to do, because this is ribbon, I'll just spread this out a little bit up here. And that it's not going to really spread out a lot, but it just helps cover the board a little bit. Well, hello. V, are you watching the Army-Navy game? Tell me who's winning. Is it on? Is it on or is it coming on at 4:30? I always forget. I forgot. I'm bad. Guys, I'm Army wife, retired Army wife. It's always going to be about Army. And that's my friend V. So we've been friends, what, since the 90s? God, telling our age. Oh, there we go. So it's tight as I can get it. And I'm just going to push it down. There we go. So I got 3 on the bottom here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think I goofed here. 1, 2, wait, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I did. Dang it. I goofed here. I should have 2 here. Oh, I don't know how painful that is. I think, look, I used so many zip ties. I have to go get some more. B, who's winning the game? Tell me. Have they started yet? I gotta know. All right. So I'm going to thread this through, and it's going to go through 2 of these. I'm going to share it with the other one here. Gotta make sure I do it right. Pull it up. Oops. And then just pull this a little bit close. See, I thought I was doing good. I thought I was doing good, and I missed one. There we go. There we go. All right. Ugh. Now I can't pull it because I got a Band-Aid on it. Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. There we go. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll do some more. Just crinkle it up or ruffle it up, whatever word you wanted to. Yes, please, 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 you guys do that favorite stuff right there for me if you don't mind. Please, please, please. The LSS, LSS. Gotta do LSF, LSF. All right. So again, I want to make sure my, just twisted my wrist wrong. Let me pull that one back out. I'm starting with the edge folding backwards here, so it folds back so that it lays flatter. That's just me thing. You can do it however you want, but this is how I like to do it, guys. All right. So now, again, I'm coming up to almost where those zip ties are, and see it covers it. And let's pull this baby closed. Rotate it because I want it down. Oh, I should cut it first. Duh. Oh, there we go. And we'll poop these guys out all when they're done. All right. I should have bought another. I hope that white one will look good. The head that I want to use. If not, this is going to be a headless angel till I get one. Or maybe the gold one might look, you know, like the gold. You think of the gold stars and stuff. Okay. So again, make sure that they're even. You don't want one being longer than the other. Pull it as tight as you can. Clip it off. All right, 2. So we got 3 and we got 2. We're going to do 2 more, and then I'll have to cut 1 more. Oh, good. I'm glad I didn't cut more than what I should. I always hate that, y'all, when you cut more than what you actually need on it. All right, so here we go. And we'll zip tie it. So again, you can get these modified ball boards from Wreaths by Connie M. She sells them on her Etsy page. So go there if you want them. She also has, I think she has some kits there too. Okay. Hey, y'all, drink. Okay, I'm back. Okay, there, I got it right here. This was a full bottle, mind you. And you're under all these lights and all, you forget about drinking. And Gary's really cool about helping it, reminding us, and I love him for that. I love him for that. Oops, get that out of the way. So I'll flatten my ribbons out just so I can make sure they're the same length. It's easier for me when they're flatter. You're back. I'm back too. I'm back too, my friend. Good guy. Can you see how I'm not twisting my wrist, right? Ay, ay, ay. I'm going to twist this one the other way. There we go. All right, so let's move these guys out of the way. We got 1 more to cut. And again, I'm cutting them at 10 inches. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you want to do it lesser, I wouldn't go any, I mean, my opinion wouldn't be anything less than 9 inches, but I went with 10. on it. But use your judgment on whatever you would like to do with it. That is your choice. So now I got my holes up here. So I want to make sure. Whoops. I was like, what is underneath there? So I want to make sure my distance is kind of the same. The bottom may be a little bit longer because I really want it to show. But I'm kind of measuring to make sure, because these are pretty much, I mean, they're evenly cut, you know, or there, but it's just a me thing. Now this was an extra hole that Connie had to put in, so the hole is a little bit smaller than my zip tie because I use rather thick zip ties on this. Don't ask why, because I was a ding-a-ling. So I have to pull it. There we go. Now this is going to get covered with the bow and all, so. Oh, good God. I asked for Christmas for some really nice cutters. These are good. These are Stanley ones, but good God. I know we do. We do, we do, we do. We love them. Listen, I love everybody in all the groups and all the people that come to watch. So then your skirt, I'm going to call it, well, it's a dress actually. Now because this is wire, I flattened it out, so I just got to make it, this is going to get flattened again probably, because I'm that person that likes to flatten things. So now in the first angle I did it like this. And see, I did the decomesh here and the decomesh on the side, right? On this one, I did it with all the ribbon going up, which I think I'm going to do with this one too. I was debating about using this to do like the other one, the red and silver one, but I think I like it to go all the way up like this one did. So I'm going to do that instead. Game change. All right. So game change here. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 more. What did I say? 26. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I do have the perfect tails. Probably some of you are going to say what, but I don't have any that are, my perfect tails are 10, 11, and 12 inches. They're not the, I don't have the ones that are 10 inches long. Hello, hello. Isn't it cute? Isn't it cute? I love doing these now. I am like addicted to doing these. All right, so we're going to come back since I decided to add the ribbon down here and not do it the first way I was thinking. So let's go ahead and we'll pull this baby tight. Oh. Make sure it's as even on the bottom. All right, and cut it off. There we go. And let's do another one. So this is Miss Patriotic. Miss Patriotic. And I think I'm going to do, I was debating about doing one like the other one for Valentine's Day, but I had, like I said, I hadn't received all the ribbon I want to use on it in yet. So I have it sitting there to do. But I may change it up and do something else. I may have to change it. Read your question. Oh, sky is fine, Gary. Oh, I didn't show you guys. Oh, I can't show you on this, can I? No, I can't because my cameras will not travel. My laptop will not travel for me to show you. We're fostering. Sky is fine. She turned a year last month. And I actually weighed her the other day because we had to get her heartworm preventative medicine. And she's up to 44.4 pounds. She weighs almost as much as my other dog does in the sense of saying, oh, see, I did that one wrong, y'all. Did I do that wrong? No, I did that right. Okay. Whew. Thought I missed one. And I have a litter of puppies. Yes, I have 3 babies. They're little munchkins. Well, you know what? I could show you a picture on my camera of them. Because I realized I was going to show you, and I was like, I can't take the computer with me because all these little gizmos, they won't work. They're actually down the hall. I have, yeah, their doors open, and usually I hear them getting rambunctious at times. And they're only 7 weeks old. Let me show you. Whoops, I flipped the camera. Let me put you back. Let me go at it here, and I will show you. See, this is Sky with the babies. Let's see, which camera are we on? I'm going to put you back onto the front camera. Let's see if we can make this work. Right this way. Those are the babies with Sky. She's not the mother, of course. Where's the camera? Oops. There we go. They are tiny little things. They named after the Mario. So this one here, which way? This way. This is Peach. You can see how tiny they are. This one is Bowser. And then this one, whoops, I said that wrong, didn't I? Yes, I did. I'm looking back. And this one here is called Toad. And then Peach, I showed you, that was correct. Oops, don't do that. Peach, look at her eyes. I don't know if you could see. It looks like she's wearing sunglasses. She's so cute. And then there's Bowser. They're little Chihuahua something or others. We don't know. I don't know what their mom is. I don't know the whole history with the mom or anything yet. I just got them. It was a week ago this past Thursday, so I've only had them like a week and a couple of days. But they fit in your hand. They're so cute. And the one that they call, like I said, they named him after the Mario game. So Bowser, Peach, and Toad. I don't like Toad. I can't call it puppy Toad. So I'm like, okay, name change. So I call him Piper. And the reason why I call him Piper is because he's always the first one that comes to, if you saw the little pen in there, the pen in there, let me put you back to the side here, or I could split you. There we go, so you can see me talking too. The little pen in there is like you use for babies, you know, one of those like portable, expandable. Am I going to keep one? I think my husband would divorce me. If I were to keep one, the one I would keep would be the one they call Toad or Piper. And like I said, I named him Piper, or I switched the name to Piper. They'll still recognize him as Toad, is because he's the first one that comes up to the kennel and has, do you know how, okay, maybe you don't, but how alligator babies, they do the kind of sound. And he has this really high-pitched sound, and I don't know why. I just came up with like 12 Days of Christmas and the 11 Pipers piping, and his name became Piper. And to me, it fits him better. That's just me. I just can't call a puppy Toad. Toad. Oh, Toad. Come here, Toad. I don't know. Just not me. So, let me go back to here. So anyway, he would be the one I would keep. It's 2 boys and a girl. And they're going to be tiny little things. They, even though they're 7 weeks now, Bowser is the one that weighs 2 pounds. I mean, they're going to be tiny little things. They're not going to weigh that much. I don't know how big they are, but they're a cross between, I think, a Chihuahua, like a Jack Russell or something, you know, in there. Let's see if I can pull that up just a little. Yeah, there we go. That's what I think. But guys, you know, puppies are puppies. I love puppies. But I don't think, I mean, we could house it, but I think the other two would probably trample over her just because they're so much bigger. All right, so I'm flattening out to make sure I got them all the same length. And let's pull as tight as we can. And that's another one that was an extra hole that we had to make, or this Connie had to make it work. There we go. And we just pull it. And again, I'm using thicker zip ties than what you should because that's what I had. All right. So let's go to this one. Yeah, definitely disown me. I think he would leave me if I got another one. No, these are going to stay tiny. These are going to be the little ones. These are not going to be a big one like Sky and Kai are at all. Where am I? This row. Okay. Just to make sure which row I'm in. It would probably be better if I did each row, but I was going to do the other and I changed my mind. Which is okay, because that's what we do in design. We ad lib and change. My favorite here. I don't know how big these guys are going to be in weight, because I've had them. I weighed them when I last week Saturday, and Bowser was 2 pounds. I weighed him again today, and he's still at 2 pounds. But the difference with them is from last week to this week is that they filled out. They were more like skinny, so now they're getting a little like muscle on them in the sense of saying. So I think they're not going to be big dogs, you know, in the long run, but God, they almost look like little teacup things. But they're just so cute. I'll get in there with them, and I can't say it loud. I'll do it in a real high pitched voice. Oh, here come puppy, puppy. I better not say that too loud because they'll hear me down the hall. And they'll all come running up, and I'll go lay in there with them, and they're just like all over me. All over me. And my other granddaughter, she usually doesn't stay. Now I'm hoping she will. Bailey, who lives further away, my daughter said, was saying, she wanted to stay extra time, during the Christmas holiday because they're coming, here for Christmas. And I said, sure, she can stay, an extra 5 days or whatever. But I'm waiting to see because the other grandmother may want to spend time with her too, during the holidays. Whew! That was a lot of zip tying. Connie, and if you're still on, now I know why you got that fancy little thing because, man, that hurts. The clipping. All right, so what I do is I spread these out a little bit so you could see the one in the middle as you poof them back out. And again, I'm going to poof these out, and I'm going to probably smash them all back up in there again because that's my handy little work there. Whoops. I don't want to write you. There we go. Oops, I'm trying to get you in here. It says bring in camera. I'm trying to do that. I don't know. I really don't know how big they're going to be. When I talk to, literally, when I pick them up, I got 4 in this row. See, I could have left it at 3 because I added the wings there. Okay. Okay, because I wasn't going to do the wings. Okay, we literally just picked them up. We didn't ask any questions because they literally flew in from Puerto Rico Thursday last week, and we met the person in charge of the rescue, and we literally just went and grabbed them and came home. We didn't ask any questions. So I know, Connie. I know I do, but I should have left one out because now I have 4 and 4. It should have been 5, 4, 3, 2. But that's okay. I like it full. I added. See, you can add lip. So now, once you get it all done, you know, you don't want these so poofy like this, because what happens, you're going to get a gap in here. So you want to make sure it does lay a little flat. Once we put the bow and everything on, then we can poof these a little bit more. I just wanted to get the crease out of the, where I had laid them totally flat. Woohoo. So I think I added 1 or 2 extra things in here that it shouldn't be, but that's okay. All right, so now we're going to do the wings. The wings are going to be, what color? Red or white? If we use this as the head, because it has the red and white stripes, which is what I thought. Does it look too candy? Well, then you better use it, girlfriend. I thought the red and white. So should we do red wings or white wings? What do you guys want to do? You pick. I got both. I got them all. The white would be like this. White. White? I think the white, because it, yeah, the white to make it stand out. But if I use this head, then you won't see the head. If I use the red, it blends in. If I use the white, which would stand out. White. Okay. See what I'm saying? Can you all see that with the head? This is red. That's white. I just like the head. I want to do it this way. Just so it's... Oh, can I do it this way? Like stars and stripes? Wait a minute. Let's see. Would that work? No. I think this way. What do you guys think? Either I take the head out. No, I don't have a... Oh. The only other one I have here is this gold head, which I think just, I don't know. I think it's too much. It's too much. I didn't plan it out. I do have a leopard head. Oh, I should do a leopard one. The other heads are too small. My Christmas ornaments are too small. As far as that, and I did not get another styrofoam head. I'm a dork. All right, we're going to do white because that will contrast there. Gary says white. We're going to do white. Thank you for choosing. Thank you for choosing. I thought I had more. I really did. What if? Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on, please. What if... Wait, plan B. Brain is going plan B. C, D, E. I do have blue. Oh, do I? Wait a minute. I say that. Oh, I could do this. What do you guys think of that? You like the red, white, and blue? Yeah, this isn't too smooth. This is like all like that, and it's a texture, you know, in it. Yeah, this looks like candy. I was thinking like red and white stripes, you know, like you would see in the flag. So X made this head, and this head's a lot bigger. I don't know. So this, I think this would look cool. Yes, yes, okay, everybody's saying yes. So we're going to do that one. Let me put this one back in the box, so to speak. Gosh, I can't believe I don't have any more. I'm looking around like, what can I make into a head? Oh, wait, I think I may have something that may work. Oh, hallelujah. Hold on. I may have a head. Where did I get this? Wait a minute. I do. I think I do. Oh, well, let's see. Hold on. Potpourri bag. That's what I did with the other two. Now this is the same size as the other ones. Sorry, the dogs. Oh, that's gonna be huge. Well, let's see how that looks. You can always not do it. Or I could use a big flower. Because we can do whatever we want with these, you know. It doesn't have to be a round head, per se. I got them all over the floor. So what if I got some big flowers? Oh, okay. Let's do these. This might be too big. We'll put it over there for some. That might be kind of cool being rustic. Use the white one. What we're gonna? I have them all off to the side here. Let's put the wings on, and then we can decide. Where did that come from? I don't know what those are from. How we're gonna do it. We'll work it out, y'all. I thought of maybe using this and wrap it around the ball, but I changed my mind on that. I think once we get the head in and the bow, it will dictate. This is 10-inch mesh. We're going to cut it 9 inches long. Where's the beginning? Where's the beginning? Those are going to be too light. Okay. Just cut this a little bit. Uh-oh. I hear puppies. I hear puppies. Could you cut this at 10 inches? Yes. 9 inches works. We're going to cut just 2 of these. Is all that we're going to need to make the wings. Oop! That's me. Oh, I think that's going to look pretty. So all we're going to do, this is the same technique that you would do if you wanted to do the dress all up at the side. You're going to take it, you can stretch it out, see how it kind of brings it in the middle there. And then all you're going to do is just scrunch it up, just like that. See? Oops, you're over here. And then what we're going to do is just, I'm putting the raw edges, so to speak, or where it's like open where we curled it, and I'm going to push it together. Just like that. And that's what I'm going to make as the wing. And I come in about halfway into the board here. So it's about halfway. There is a circle in here. So I'm going to be about halfway in. And this was another hole that was cut. And I have the thicker zip ties. I had some narrow ones. See, I had some narrow one down there. But I didn't have enough in doing all the boards. So I went ahead and I was like, oh, let's see if we can just do it with as much as we can this way. Okay. Can you guys hear the puppies? They sound like the little alligators. If I go get them, then that's going to be the end of the lie. Because they're going to be like, no, we're not staying in our bed, in our little pen there. Oh, good God. He's supposed to be lifelong. All right. So then you can just take it and spread it out. So again, we're just going to take it across, pull it, get our 2 end pieces to meet, scrunch it up, take it. I put the raw sides where it kind of, you know, scrunched there that way where I folded it, put it in half. Make sure you're in half. I did it where I wasn't in half, and I went, oh, that was dorky. Use thinner zip ties than what I'm using. There we go. All right, we got that done. Voila. So that's kind of what it looks like right now. Then you can go ahead and you can spread these out. But once we get the bow in there, I thought of using this blue. This is just sheer. You know, as part of it, I wanted to bring in some sparkle. Oops. There's one of the heads. I thought, let's see, if this would be as a nice overlay on it. And the reason being this, because if we bring this in as the head, the tan in here matches in with it. So it kind of gives it that Old Glory look. So I thought this with the blue, just overlaying, just to give it some sparkle maybe. We might do it all in this. We'll have to see. Because again, we could do whatever we want. So let's get our bow going. Now the length of the tails that you have hanging down is totally up to you what you want to have hanging down on this. They have you doing the boards now, huh? No. I'm just doing it because I wanted to do it. I bought a bunch of these to give away as gifts, and I forgot all about them. So I decided to make them. I'm going to do 10 inches. Is 10 inches where I want to be? No, I want to do 8 inches. So my tail is going to be 8 inches long here. And I'm just going to bring it down, and I'm going to twist it halfway over here. Bring it up and over. And I went 4 inches on each side of it. Let me bring you back to the front camera. Oh, why did my phone go to sleep? Oh, my phone went to sleep. There we go. We'll share it so you can see me talking. All right, so I'm doing 4-inch loop on this side and a 4-inch loop on this side. We'll see if the blue works with it. If not, I'll just do it. So I'm not going to cut this. I'm only doing 1 loop on each side. And let's see if we like this laying on top or not. No, I don't like it. That answered that. I think it's just the wrong color blue. I wanted something sparkly, but I had this other one. Where did my scissors go? Oh. I had this one, and this one may or may not work. Now, because I debated, should I do a solid red or a solid blue? And I was like, no. This is kind of cool. Let's see how this looks. You can always not use it. I don't know. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence, y'all. I'm going to show it to you, and you guys can see. I don't know. What do you guys think? Too much stars? Maybe just stick with the same one. Where are we? What do you guys think? Just leave it all as 2-inch or do the 1.5-inch with it? Because that's the 2 patterns. What do you guys think? Huh? What do you guys think? Should I leave it? I don't know. I'm on the fence. I think with the sparkles, this has glitter in it. I think it looks kind of pretty. I like using different textures, mixing different textures. Okay, is sound back? Is the sound back? Can you hear me now? Is the sound on? Okay. Okay. I think what it is, I hit the button. I hit the mic button on my phone. Is what I did. Sorry. All right, so this is 4 inches and this is at 3 inches. That's all I'm doing as a bow. Thank you guys. Sorry about that. My bad. And I'm going across here. This ribbon, in case you guys want to know where it came from, it doesn't say. So I'm thinking I got this at Michael's. I think these came from Michael's. Last year, year before, whatever year. All right. So then I got to choose pipe cleaner. I'll go with maybe red. Let's do red since the rest of it's in red. I'm not going to use a zip tie. I'm using the pipe cleaner because I got to put it through the holes in the back there. Hey, hey. Welcome, welcome. Guys, don't forget to do that. Love to do it. And I'm at 4,650 people. Followers. I'd love to hit 5,000. It would be nice to hit it before the end of the year. Even better. Oops. I'm going to drop everything on the floor. My phone is going wacko on me. There we are. Drop my scissors. There we go. All right. So let's twist. Now when you do this to twist it, let your bow do the twisting, not your wrists. Not your wrist, everybody. All right. So here we go. Right like that. That's going to be our bow. So make sure your, back of it is as well as the front. Everything is where you want it to be on here. And we can put a little, I got a little styrofoam balls and stuff in there. So once you get it where you want, just twist it and make sure it's really tight in there, y'all. Want it to be tight. We don't want it coming out. That would be kind of embarrassing. That's a cute little, it's just a simple little bow. Okay, so let's put it in. Now there, you can see the holes are down here. Whoop, let me come close. There's 2 holes going right across here, and that's where we're going to put it. 1. Whoops, wrong pipe cleaner through the wrong hole. 1, 2. Let me get the ribbon out of the way. There we go. I think that looks cute. What do you guys think? It's a little cockeyed, the bow, because I didn't put it in all the way right. There we go. And then just going to pull it as tight as you can from behind here. Ah, thank you for the hearts. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, all my new friends. Hey, if it's your first time watching, please do the LSF. Please, please, please. We love having peeps. Love having peeps. All right, so I'm just going to twist it up as far as I want it to be. Not that far. Oh, there we go. And then I'm just going to tuck it right back in that hole there. So see, it stays, so the pipe cleaner isn't sticking out or anything. Okay. Listen, y'all can always, in the top right hand corner on here, you will see the live button, which means we're actually live. But on the opposite side, you will see 3 little white dots. You can always save this as well as hit that, and then you can hit that so you can get notifications when I go live, which is kind of nice. And we'll fix all these ribbons, but look at how that's coming out. I think that's coming out cute. There we go. I do like it with just this one ribbon. Now for the head. Because we brought in that tan color, I was thinking maybe we could use this. What do you guys think? Let's look at our options. We have this one here, right? So the tan is brought in by the tan in here. I think this one's going to be kind of big, but actually it's not too bad, really. There's the red one, the tan one, the gold one rolled away. The gold one would be kind of like that. And then, of course, we weren't sure about the red and white one because we were like, it probably looks too much like candy, which I don't disagree on. This is a modified board. Now, Connie, Wreaths by Connie M, does it. It's a modified, what we call, she calls angel board, and it's cut in a triangle. And she adds the, you know, if she needs to add holes to it to make it so that you can do, I call it the mini angel. Oh, thank you for floating my boat. Love the gold or the tan. Yeah, see, like I was saying, I was thinking the stripes might work, but I think it's too red. So red is out, right? This is the gold one. You know what? We can't use the gold one. You know why? Because this has silver in it. The wings. Oh, I guess we could. I don't know. I'm on the fence with the gold one. I do like the tan one. What do you guys think? Majority's going to rule. Okay, here's how we're going to do it. Tan, hit the hearts. Hit the heart button. Gold, do the thumbs up button. Hearts or this, thumbs up for the gold. It looks like the hearts are winning, which means the tan. I think the tan too. I think it's too shiny. Too shiny. Okay. Tanny. I like the tan one. See, it's just like, I don't know if it's a potpourri ball. And I'm not going to cut it in half or anything. This is where the wire comes in. Got some wire. I do have some that's already cut. See, I save all my little scrap pieces. See, I didn't throw these away from the other angel. I save them all because sometimes you just need, like if I wanted to tie something around that bow, a little piece of something. And I save my wire as well because I just need a little piece of wire. I don't need a big piece to tie this on. That might be too short. So we're going to just take some of this wire here for right now. And then what I use are these. Whoops, now this is hollow inside. So I have, it's a needle. And these have really big, these are doll needles. Like you could see the big hook. I don't know if you could see the hook in my hand. It's like a big hook, like a fishing hook almost. And they have really big eyes and stuff where you thread it. And listen, y'all, my eyes aren't the greatest. So I'm doing it like this. So we're going to put it in just like this. Thread the needle. Let me go ahead and get those people in. So welcome, welcome everybody. And I threaded it. And now I'll decide. Now I got to look at my head where, you know, what part do I want to be the face or not the face. I think I'm going to do it as if to say this way. Right? Is that what I want as the face? Looks like a mummy. Right there. That's the part I'm going to do. Right there. That's the part. So this is going to be my face. So what I'm going to do is flip it around on this side. And I'm just going to take this and just stick it through. And like I said, it's hollow inside. So I got to be careful not to dent it, so to speak. And I'm just threading a needle. It's threading, you know, sewing. And that's where my little pliers come in handy. And I'm just going to pull it. And I'm trying not to pull hard so I don't rip anything. And I don't want to dent the ball either. Woo! But my dogs didn't hear me do that because they'll start barking. I should get my other pliers out. These don't have grips on them. Oh, I have them out. Hold on. There we go. Woo! So I don't need a lot of wire, needless to say, because it's not that big behind. Ooh. Don't want to lose that needle. Good golly, Miss Molly. That would hurt if I stepped on it. Eesh. Okay, put the needles away. The reason why they're in here, I kept it in the box or that it originally came in for so long. And then I upped to say, you know what, it needs to be in something else. And I put it in there. So let's get this out of the way so I don't poke myself. Sit you down there. And now we're going to attach the head. Once I get it attached, then I'll go ahead and do gluing. I'm not going to twist tie it or anything here because I don't want to risk that I will wind up having it ripping. Now it's missing one hole, so I'm going to use these two outer holes here. There should be two holes in here, so I'm going to use these two outer ones to put it in, which is fine. Well, that's going to be cute. And then I'm going to twist tie it from behind. Now I'm going closer to one side on this, so that way it makes it easier to stick it back through the hole. Just make sure it pokes down there. There we go. Look at our angel. That's so cute. Oh, I like it. I like it, like it, like it. Now I'm going to give a little bling here. So that's where it comes in, those little glitter balls. I got that one, and I have silver. Oh, I have white too. Let's see which color looks good. I don't think the gold. Silver, nope, not going to happen. Let's see, red. Red could go. There's the red. Whoops. There's a red little ball in there. Maybe you could see it better here. So red's a possibility. Isn't it cute? Thank you, Connie. I think it's cute. Oh, white really pops. There's the white one. I think I'm going to do white. Let's see. Hopefully my mesh doesn't come rolling down. Let's see. I may have a little star. Maybe. I don't think the blue, because the blue's a royal blue. That's sky barking. Nope, not that. Hold on. I have these other stars up here that are little wood pieces. And I painted some. Do I have a small enough one? I don't have to do small. I could do big if I wanted to. Nope, that's too big. I have white. That's kind of cute. Wait, I'll show you in a second. Hold on. I want to see if I have any more colors. That's the white one. I like it with the star. I like the star, y'all. This is what I did. What these are here, the star, is I took a bunch of these stars. Oh, here's a red one. I like the red better. And what I did, I took different sizes and I just layered them on top and glued them. And then what I did, I put decoupage and then I sprinkled it with glitter. I like the red one. I do like the white one too. Guys, too many decisions. Too many. You're going to say white? You think white? It's going to be a star. We're going to put the balls away. I do like the star. I'm glad I have so many options here, right? Girl can't have all these little crafty things without options. Make sure the lids are on. Okay, so let's see. All right. I don't know which camera is better for you guys to see. We'll go with this one because I can hold it up close. But then you get a shadow. Oops. All right, there's the red star, which in the sense picks up the red from here. There's the white star. So let's do, yeah, well, you know, I did that because I was creating my, what do you call it? Firecracker things for the summer. You know, when I did, I made out of wood and I wanted stars and I couldn't find what I wanted. So I bought a bunch of these and I just stacked them up to give my dimensions of what I wanted and did it that way. All right, so let's do this, guys. If it's red, give me hearts. If it's stars, if it's the white star, give me thumbs up. Red for hearts, white for star, thumbs up. What do you guys think? Red or white? Can't go either way. Thumbs up for the white. Looks like the white wins. White it is. Now what I'm going to do, you know, normally when you do story, you kind of hold it like that. I'm going to kind of turn it so that this kind of goes up into the head this way. I think it would be kind of cute that way. Like up on her neck, so to speak. So let me turn it around to me. Okay, red star goes away. Sorry, red star, you can be for another project. You're not wanted. Oh, wait. Red and white. Red and white. I can't do both. Because I'd have to paint it. You could do it where you do white on the bottom, then red and white on the top. Well, if you're gonna put glitter on it, you got to glitter it before you glue them together. Then. All right. Let me get these guys out of the way. Just put them on the floor here, so you don't have to see my behind again. All right. So white it is. I think the white is good. Because I think it pops, you know, because the blue on here and it has the white stars. So you guys get a good choice. Good choice, my friends. All right, so let me hold her up. Make sure my bow is where I want it, because once you glue it on, oh, and we gotta do the tails on here too. All right, I'm gonna dovetail these. I used to say ducktail. I didn't know better. When I first started, I was like, somebody said, you know, it's not ducktails, it's dovetails. And I went, what did I say? I had to go back and watch the video, and I was like, oh my God, I did say ducktails. All right, and we got to poof up our ribbon. So let's get this on, get our halo on, and then we'll poof up our ribbon. Poof it. Let's glue her on. Oh, well, glue gun. And put her right, sneak her right up underneath her chin there. Oh, that's going to be cute. Look how cute that turned out. See? You guys help make her. Now we got to put a string on her head so we can hold her. And these are ribbons. I got this I got it in clearance. They're originally $5. There was more. I cut off the board. You could see it was all the way down to here. And they're just little pieces of ribbon. You can use for whatever. So I'm going to use a red one, needless to say. And this is what I'm going to use to stick it in. I think I'm going to use the little rickrack one. Maybe I'll do white. Let's do white. And you can buy these on, you don't have to buy it this way. This is like for scrapbooking and stuff. Oh. And what I do is I thread it through. Probably should have put this on beforehand. So see, I'm like Connie. Sometimes Connie forgets to put her thing. Yes, go to get these boards. Go to Wreaths by Connie M. She is on Etsy. Okay, and you can get it. She has them. Whoop! What happened there? Okay, so decide what you want to do. If you want to do it in a bow, if you want to do it in a knot, whatever you want to do. I'm just going to use the whole ribbon right now because there's not going to be enough left. Oh, no problem. Go ahead. So what I go ahead and do here is I go ahead and I decide how much ribbon I want hanging out. And I just kind of do it. I'm just kind of eyeballing it, so to speak, as far as that goes. Make sure it's flat on the front. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and tie it down to whatever depth I want. And I'm going to tie a knot first. And the reason why I do that is because I don't want this changing, you know, in going up or down on the person. Yeah. And then I'm just going to, whatever's left, I'll just make a bow. Look at, I do it rabbit ears. When I learned in 5th grade, when I was 5 years old in kindergarten, I learned with the double rabbit ears, and I can never do it with single rabbit ear through the hole kind of thing. Whoops. Let me turn it around to make. See, 2 rabbit ears. That's what I do. Oops. With the Band-Aid on, it just, oh, a Band-Aid makes it so awkward. Now you can do, you know, whatever you want as a bow or anything like that. It's up to you. And I'm just going to cut these on an angle. That's all I'm going to do. Oops. And now we got to do her halo. And I think for her, let's do a red halo. I don't think I have the blue one, do I? Oh, I do have blue. I don't like to go the traditional gold and silver. I like to, you know, do whatever I think looks good on them. What do you guys think? Blue? Okay, we'll do this. Red for hearts, blue for thumbs up. Red for hearts for halo, or blue for halo, thumbs up for halo. I could go either way. The blue is something interesting to do. The red just blends in with everything. Thumbs up, blue. Blue it is. Blue it is. Blue it is. And I'm going to glue her head. Once I put the halo on, I'm going to go ahead and then I'm going to glue her head. Because last time I didn't do it, I did the opposite. So I'm just kind of measuring out what I think I want it to be. Got to make it round. I mean, that's pretty sad, that one. How big you want your halo is up to you. I think that's better. Yep, blue it is. The blue looks cool on it, actually. Look, I'm making it all wonky. There we go. So again, I don't need all of this. I'll cut a little bit longer than what I need right now until I decide. And that's going to go just like that. I'm going to sit it kind of close to her head. I don't want it sitting up like I just don't like them sticking up too high. So I'm going to stick it right down there close to her head. And that way, for me, it avoids it being, you know, knocked off as much too. Put a bunch of glue. And there goes the sounding of the alarm from the dogs. Oops. Let's get it in there. I'm trying to hold my... Oh. There we go. Push up her head. Oops. Got glue strings. And there's her head. Now I'm going to glue her head to the back as well. I'm just trying to hold my ribbon out of the way because I didn't want it to get tangled up in the glue yet. All right, so halo's in. So let's go ahead and glue the rest of her head down. Got to do some surgery on you, girlfriend. And just make sure you don't glue your fingers through the holes. And her head is not going to go anywhere. Just make sure it's not dripping through the holes. And there she is. So now we got to fluff out her ribbon. I got to hold her up until it dries a little bit. So let me flip her bow up a little bit. Glue strings. Oh, hey, glue string is like glue all over me. So here we go. Make sure there's no glue coming through the back. There's one more thing we're going to add on the back, and that's where the wire was. I want to make sure that the wire is not going to come out or not scratch anybody's door. So we're going to use those little foam pieces that I had earlier on the other one. And we're going to go ahead and stick some of that, just a piece of that over that. And you just fluff your bows. I'm just getting the creases out. And you can pull them apart like this a little bit so you can get the other one so they're not like really overlapping on each other. So you can see better. Oh, I got glue on my table. Hate that. But this one's easy to get off. Not with the Band-Aid on though. All right. So let's pull these out. Fluff them up here. Pull them out. I have a nice pretty dress. And we all have a lot of ribbons, so this would be easy for everybody to do. Hold her up and do it. So, because I look in the camera so I can see where do I need to fix it? All right. So what do you guys think? I think she came out cute. She's all ready, patriotic, ready to go. Thank you. You know, I'm like I said, these were going to be Christmas gifts, and I messed up. So 2 of them are going as Christmas gifts right now. I do have one more board that I can do, but I got to make sure I have a head for it first before I do it. So I have to decide what I'm going to do with it. I thought patriotic would be pretty because this is something, I mean, we're military, y'all. So, because we're military, this is something, I have a lot of military pictures in our house. And so this is something in my house, could leave up all year, you know, but that's just how military wives go, I guess you could say. So on the back here where the wire was, or is, what did I do with my foam pieces? So I just want to make sure that that little piece of wire is not going to go ahead and the wire here. So I'm just going to take some of my little foam, and I think I have gray. I do. That's like a blue gray. Gray. If not, I'll use white. That's a piece of gray. I'm just going to cut a little piece off, and I'm just going to lay it on top of that just to make sure that it doesn't, I don't want it to cut anybody's window. Or door, not window. I can hang this in the window if they want to. So we're going to peel and stick. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on there as well to make this just adhere a little bit better. Trying not to go through the hole right now. I'm just going to stick this right on top. And that's just to keep the wire in there. Now you can use something else to do it if you want to. But look how cute. She came out cute. And voila, we have an angel. We have an angel. We have an angel. Yay. So there we go, guys. There's our angel. So she will be listed in my Etsy shop. I'll be able to take pictures tomorrow for her. Oh yeah, well that's what we are. My husband's retired Army, and the Army Navy game's on, and I gotta find out who's winning because it has to be Army. And she is good to go. She's ready to be hung up in somebody's home forever. My house, she'd be up all the time. I have, like I said, I have a lot of military pictures in my house, and that's just the way we roll. And a lot of military things. I got to get the glue strings. So, but she will be available in my Etsy shop tomorrow. I will list it tonight, but it will have a Facebook picture on there, as well as the other one that we did. Where'd she go? There she is. So we have this one, the patriotic one will be listed. And then we'll also have, whoops, let me fix her little dress on this side here because she was down on the floor. Oh, she's got a string here. There we go. And we'll also have the breast cancer one. She will be listed as well. Whoops, there we go. Whoops, camera's over here. So with her, all her floral for her face, because everybody loves flowers. All right. So thank you guys for hanging out with me for many hours today. It was fun. I had fun. I hope you did too. And I will look forward to seeing you guys. If I don't see you guys, I mean, either if I'm doing a live and I don't see you because I know the holidays are coming up, or actually are here basically. You guys enjoy your holiday, enjoy the new year, and I'll see you in the new year. But please, if you wouldn't mind, you know, doing, whoops, wrong one, because all these things are popping up on my screen. If you wouldn't mind doing that, I would love that. Please, please, please. I would love that. And I look forward to the next time of you guys coming to NonnasNuttykrafts. There's my Etsy shop above there as well. So, oh, cool. Yeah, we have, my son was in the Army. My husband was in the Army. Both our fathers were in the Marines. And my table shifted. So we're kind of like a military family. We do have, you know, a lot of family members that are still in the military, and of course friends and foes. Friends that, you know, are still in or have retired or sadly didn't make it through the war. So with all that being said, we're going to end on a happy note and say, you guys, I will see you next time on NonnasNuttykrafts. And thank you for coming. And please go look at my shop for something. If you don't see anything in there, send me a message through Etsy. Be more than happy to work with you on stuff. I do custom orders. All right. So thank you guys. Bye.